How's it going, everyone? This is Dark Link, starting up my Warframe journey. I know I've been tweeting saying that I'm gonna start playing this, and well, here we are. I will be starting from scratch, from the very beginning, giving you tips, tricks, and also giving advice on misconceptions and everything about Warframe. Let me just get this set up right first. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to tweet this out. So, okay. So let's get this started. Okay. To kind of explain myself with Warframe, I started Warframe like most. I started when it first came out in around about 2013.
For
And
generations you've
I
slept.
admit I didn't like it.
No
I didn't like
purpose.
the
No
way
call
it
to
moved,
wake
the
you.
way it played, and everything like that. So I dropped it for a long time.
But
Over
now,
the years, I've always
something
heard
has
like the
risen from the
updates and
ruins
everything
of
like
the
that
old
that's been
horde.
going on with Warframe, but I never like really given it a try. Until a few months ago, I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to get back into it. And this game puts every other free-to-play game I've ever played or ever heard of to shame. Like, for one thing about this game, everything in this game doesn't cost money at all. The warframes, the weapons, everything, you could earn it or you could build it at your
The
own
twin
time.
queens, the sisters, have sent their most beloved commander, Vor, on an urgent mission. To protect the twisted crusade they have begun. To transform the scattered colonies into an empire. To see that the Tenno, hidden and asleep, will never awake.
I got caught.
The amount of detail that they put into this game is ridiculous. The customization of each warframe, of each weapon, and the fact that DE actually listens to their fan base, which really, really shows the reason why this game has lasted for so long. Okay, so here is the starter warframes that you always pick and start with: Excalibur, Mag, and Volt. Excalibur is the overall, he's the more rounded Warframe, the beginner noob friendly. Like, he is like the most popular because he's just good. But at the same time, he's so used that it's like, do I really want to play as him? So this time, I think I'm actually going to switch it up. The very first time I started with Excalibur. The second time I started with Volt. But this time I actually want to play as Mag. Now, Mag is a bit squishy. No, she's a lot squishy. And her skills are meh. I never really too much liked it, but I always said that next time I play Warframe, I'm going to start off with Mag and give her an honest try. So, let's begin. I know a lot of people say start off with Excalibur first because he's the hardest to farm, but later on in the game, you get a better version of Excalibur.
I see the Lotus has tried
So
to wake you.
I would rather start off with a friend that I haven't used and work my way towards the better Excalibur.
Dano. No. We are taking this one with us.
What has he done to you? I can't lose another Tenno. I am surging the Warframe's power systems.
Quick, use your power. Defend yourself.
I'm playing this on my PlayStation 4 Pro. So if you see the button layout and it's not PC, that's the reason why. See, so this is the opening tutorial part, and right now I just have to keep spending power.
An extraction ship is on its way, but the Grineer will be hunting you. Arm yourself.
Toggle sprint. That's the jump. Melee weapons. The standard sword is great for close range and slash, and it does kill really fast. The bow staff is better for crowd control and just overall badassery. Last time I picked the sword, this time I'm going to pick the bow. One thing about the Warframe, the melee system has changed a lot. Before, you didn't auto block if you had your melee weapon out. You had to manually push L1 or R1 to block, but now this makes it rare. Sneak up. I failed.
There's a cache of weapons ahead.
But
Grab
if
what you can.
manage to sneak up on a person like real slow and just instant kill. Secondary weapon. So this is your handgun, your pistols, your knives, and anything else besides your primary weapon. Here we have throwing knives. When you first start out the game, it sounds like this weapon is like fun and everything to use, but it has a serious bad drop off and it's not that strong. But for beginners, most people pick it thinking, oh, Space Ninja, ooh, knives, yay. I'd rather go with the standard pistol. Not that strong and doesn't sound the
Good.
best, but
The extraction
still
point is up ahead. Hurry, before Vor finds out you've escaped.
Box to reload. To aim or to fire. This is the semi-automatic. I wish it was automatic. don't
Salvage
get a
team, why have you not
good
reported it?
automatic pistol for a while in this game.
Take what you can. You will require resources to build yourself into a diverse and effective warrior.
Now, resources. Resources are scattered throughout the map. They're dropped by enemies. They're literally everywhere. 9 times out of 10, you will just be picking up resources and not even paying attention that you're picking them up. Anytime you see crates, boxes, or anything like this that shines a little bit, break it because it will drop affinity, and there's resources and ammo. Affinity is your XP basically for your warframe, for your weapons, and everything. You gain affinity by killing enemies with any weapon or powers. The more party members that you have in your party, the more affinity you get per kill.
You're not ready to face war now. Use your melee weapon to
See,
block the
before,
beam and get
you
inside.
actually had to like manually block this beam. Now, just have your weapon out, run, and you can block it.
My decrepit heart is pounding. This one is stronger than the rest. Lock the area down. This tendo is mine.
Quick, get to the console and release the lockdown. Do that, and I will guide you to your alt ship. It's your only chance.
The Queens want to destroy you, but I need to know more. I offer you glory, and you choose this?
Get out of there, Tenno.
Technically, you can
You will
actually
have
kill
to face
him right
war
now
another time, when you're
if the game
fully
would allow
restored.
it, because he's not that strong.
Gwynir, my sons, prepare the reinforcements. We need that
That is a
tendo.
slam attack. If you jump up high enough into the air and aim your sights down and hit the melee weapon, you'll do a concussive shot on the ground that would knock anyone down or send them in the air. What I'm doing right now is called bullet jump. Basically run, slide, and hit the jump button. Once you get like really effective at this, you'll be able to move through the map with ease
A
without
Tenno
any worries
flows
in the
like
world.
fire over the battle terrain. Do you remember how to dash across walls?
Wall dash, basically run to the wall, hold it, tap that. You'll hear that a lot throughout
You
the
cannot
entire
survive
game.
without
Climb,
arming yourself.
get
Choose
climb,
a weapon before we
climb.
continue.
clear, running me. Okay, so here's your primary weapon. So this is the MK Bratton. It's an automatic. The fire rate isn't that good.
I'm not sure
but
what war has done to your
for the beginning
Warframe,
of the
but we
game, it's
cannot
actually
remove it
pretty
now.
good.
Just keep going. Your ship is up ahead.
Here's the MK Paris. It's a bow. The bows in this game are very underestimated, and some of them are really, really good, but some of them is really, really bad. The thing about the bows are, if you see the arrow, it has a drop off. After a certain amount of time, distance, the arrow will start curving down, and the less and less damage it would do. Early on in the game, unless you get a headshot, the bows generally won't kill. See? Also, one thing to note, when you're doing the beginning of the game, You can switch between these weapons over and over again as long as you don't finish the mission. So my suggestion is to try out both weapons on enemies until you figure out which one better fits your style. Then just move on. Last time I picked the Paris and this time I'm doing the opposite. Accuracy is not the best thing for this weapon. That's typically why in this mission right here, a lot of people mainly just melee to get it over with faster. Triangle to cycle through weapons. Your primary, your secondary, and circle to switch between your melee.
There it is, your ship.
Anytime you see
Hurry.
a green
War's reinforcements must be on their way.
one of these, it's a locker that you can open. Yeah, I know my ship is over there, but the RPG player in me always jump to the side or somewhere just to see if there's special boots or anything. Longest I do not know that longest. Hit the slide button
Disengage
twice
the
through a roll.
suppression system so we can restart the ship. You'll have to bypass the security on that panel.
Stop touching me, you... What? Are my senses deceiving me? Operator, is
Oh,
that
it is.
you?
Enemy reinforcements are here. Ship Cephalon. We require immediate extraction.
The operator is in danger? I will need a few moments to cycle the engines.
Tell me, are you afraid? You cannot hide from these old eyes. I've marked you. You will return to me.
Have a space
Watch
mark.
yourself.
I'm not
Grenier
gonna-
are on the way. Tenno, the ship is ready. It's time to leave.
Escape is done. The loading screen, you can actually move your ship around.
Because you're a friend, I'm going to offer you something special. Just remember, one per customer.
That's one thing about Warframe. Like every few hours, I think it's either 6 or 8 hours, they give you like a free resource or item or something. Sometimes it's really, really good. They'll give you
Operator, you
resource
have returned.
booster, credit
I
booster,
am
or
Ordis,
Orcan
Ship Cephalon,
catalyst, or
the
Orcan.
shadow of my former self. I cannot serve the operator in such a condition. Order me to self-destruct. I will understand.
Orders.
The Grenier are ravenous for this old technology. It is superior to theirs. Perhaps there are systems left in the orbiter compartment?
This is my spaceship.
Look at this
Our
madness.
spaceship, but this
Those
is
savages. Components have been removed. The lower orbiter compartments have no life support. Why did the operator abandon me?
Orders. I didn't abandon you, did
Arsenal management could be restored if the operator wishes it. You honor Ordis. Now I can supply the operator with better modded firepower. Oh, the violation. Those have been looted as well.
Okay, so let's
We need to
have a look
figure
around.
out what Captain Vor has done to you and stop him, but we'll need help. I found a
Currently,
communication segment we
everything
might
is
salvage for
locked
your
up.
ship.
You haven't
When you are
unlocked
ready,
anything on your
activate your
ship.
navigation system.
Ordis hopes the operator will punish the Grineer for dismantling it.
So let's see. When you start the game out, they start you out with 3,000 credits and 50 platinum. Platinum is the high-end currency that you use real money to get, or you can trade parts and think various things to players, and they will give you platinum. So this is the reason why literally there's nothing in this game that you can't earn yourself without spending cash on. Okay, so let's look at our mag. So the MK Bratton. Here's like a brief list of weapons that you can get early on. All these right here, do not spend platinum on. Literally, do not spend platinum on any weapon unless you're not in a high-end guild. Do not spend platinum on any weapon. The only weapon from this list right here that I would say is remotely worth spending platinum on, well, there's two: the Mutalis Ceranos and, well, actually three: the Hema, because it is probably the most expensive weapon to build in this game. The amount of resources that's required to make it. And the last weapon is the Arca Plasmor, which is the BFG from Doom. Like, once you get this gun, is easy mode. You just point, shoot, and everything in the way is dead. Handguns and sidearms, I honestly say, again, unless you're in not in a big guild, there's nothing sidearm wise that you should spend money on. If you are in a big guild, research the Atomos and where are you? The Static Core. The Static Core is basically a mini Hadouken. You shoot Hadouken and Kamehamehas everywhere. Currently, I don't have any of the Sentinels or any of them because just starting up. Hey, so here's the first tip. Since they gave you 50 platinum, the only thing I would suggest, if you use your platinum on anything, don't use it on buying any weapons, don't use it buying any items or anything like that. The main thing you would need is Warframe slots, because unless you earn more Warframe slots from various missions and things like that, or the Nightwave, you would think you will only be limited to 2 to 4 Warframes throughout your entire journey. Okay, so before I go and do the mission, let me do this. I'm one of those guys that don't like having a lot of stuff shown visually. So turn that off. You can also change the color layout to anything. I never like to have any of my items visible unless the item is just a badass looking one. So Mag comes with V polarity on her aura and 2 dashes. Her Exilus slot is locked until you can unlock it. Okay, so here's some random colors of Mag. She looks very generic and just like a normal robot. do a full fashion frame thing later on. But for right now, let's get back to the mission. Okay, so here's the star map. Every single one of these, eventually you will have to go to each one and complete various missions to unlock other planets. When you're first starting out, you start on Earth. And when you first start out, you will notice that this icon is just keep beeping. This is where you start your ship. I mean, where you start your next quest. Or you can push R1 and it will go straight to your active quest right here. So just hit X on that and it will automatically start you into your next quest.
The segment you need is in a nearby data vault. Infiltrate the vault and retrieve the segment.
Yes, very small.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through.
Hey, do I still got that crap on my leg?
The
Yes,
shadows of your mind.
If you see the shadows of my mind, I feel sorry for you. My mind is very hospital life has made my mind very, yeah.
This data vault is equipped with a variety of security measures. How you defeat those measures is up to you.
Normally I would just go ahead and quickly finish the mission, but since I'm just starting out and I'm low on resources and everything like that, I figured, hey, do a little exploring too. Sometimes you be surprised at what you can find. Plus, I like to look at the environment. So I'm not gonna just breeze through every single mission. Yeah, I can, but I'm actually gonna take my time and enjoy this from the beginning. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna off-screen any farming or any. This profile is basically just gonna be me live streaming and playing this game to its fullest. I would do like separate episodes on how to farm certain Warframes or weapons. It's so fun when you first start back up on the game and you're like, if only I had known all that crap when I first started the game.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Yes, this game does have stealth moments. It does have objectives and things that can trigger alarms. It's not just space ninjas running, shooting, things like that. You actually have quests, you actually have a story that is really freaking good and deep that a lot of people didn't recognize. Oh, wrong way. And it does have a little horror element to it too. Okay, so the lockers that's red, you can't unlock them right now. And don't get discouraged thinking that, oh my god, these lockers must have some amazing treasure or anything like that. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't, but you will be able to unlock them once you get a certain pet or you get certain mods that will give you the ability to unlock them.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. The segment is yours. Head to extraction.
As every moment passes, the Ascaris burrows deeper, revealing you.
That's the one thing I don't like about the MK bow. I don't like his combo. One thing I must warn, you can lose affinity if you keep dying, so try not to die. And after each mission you gain experience points and your Warframe, your weapons, everything levels up. Once you hit level 30 you can use an item called a Forma that will reset your Warframe or your weapon, and it will add a polarity slot so that you could put mods on to make your Warframe stronger. Over here is your list of resources and credits and items that you picked up. Here is your list of mods that you pick up throughout the mission or is awarded. These are all flawed mods. You will get the regular versions later on in the game, but for right now they're good to just have. They're the base. Here's your stats of the mission. Since I'm playing by myself, I'm always going to have 100% damage dealt, 100% damage taken.
Orbiter Void Cloak engaging. Welcome back, Operator. The Operator has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Ordis patiently awaits its installation.
Okay, the chat
Get
is
communications
region,
online.
recruiting,
I must
and
analyze
trading.
what Vors Ascaris is doing to your Warframe.
Trading chat,
This
this is where you
technology
would
is
see most
beyond the
people
Grenier.
selling
It must be
weapons,
Corpus in origin.
warframes, mods, and various items like that. Most of the warframes are very affordable. Like, if you was the type of person that wanted to spend money on this game or just to support this game and you want various warframes and anything like that, $5 to $10 and you can practically get any warframe you want. And you just do some research first, ask questions, and you'll eventually figure out the best way
Systems
to
engaging.
mod your warframe
Suppose
and
this
how to
will
get
do.
certain
Ordis
warframes.
is grateful. The operator is now connected with other Tenno in the system.
Now the market is
operator may
open.
now contact black
The
markets,
market
scumbags.
first time I saw it was
Contact
very,
dealers.
very like overwhelming. It was just so
Excellent
much
idea,
stuff.
Ordis.
I was like,
Tenno,
geez,
we
what
need
is
to make
all
contact
this?
with a Corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause. They will, of course, require
And I immediately
compensation.
thought that, oh my god, everything
what Otis
costs
is
so much
referring
that
to,
I
operator?
gotta spend money in order to get this.
In this case, compensation will not
No,
be credits.
you don't have to
It will be
spend a single
freedom.
dime to get
I've
any of these
updated navigation.
warframes.
You will need to break
In
him out
fact,
of a
there's
Grenier
various,
gulag.
various of these warframes have stronger versions, and you can easily get them just by doing regular missions or relic missions. See, I don't think I'm high enough mastering yet. Okay, so now your weapons is determined by your mastery rank. Your mastery rank is right here where it says show profile. Okay, currently I'm ranked 0. As you do missions, you gain affinity and your rank goes up. Once it goes up, you have to do a qualifying test in order for you to reach the next level. Once you reach the next level, you unlock various weapons, various warframes, and various everything else. So the game kind of encourages you to actually like play and earn things rather than just spend money real fast. So right now, since I'm master rank 0, I can't really do too much but complete the missions I have. Speaking of which, I forgot to put that on solo. Tonight I wanted to get through at least the tutorial part and have the ship opened up before I fully go into the second.
The arms dealer is named Darvo. He's being held in the prison block on the other side of this factory complex.
For those that say like Warframe looks generic and everything like that, ooh, look at this environment.
How many Grenier slaves died to build this place?
Look at the textures. Look at the shadow.
Darvo is out for himself, but he is sympathetic toward the Tenno. The Grenier must have found out.
Also, each Warframe has 4 different abilities
The Ascaris is
and a
working,
passive ability.
breaking
Some
through.
even have hidden
I
abilities that
see the
a lot
shadows
don't know
of your
about.
mind.
Excuse me, y'all.
Don't let Vor
Gain more
distract you.
abilities,
Focus on the
well,
mission.
set
It's our
abilities
only hope of
by
figuring
leveling
out
up your
this link
Warframe.
with him.
Not your mastery rank, but actually leveling up. Sometimes while you're doing the early missions, a random enemy will drop a blueprint of a weapon. Most time it's the bore shotgun. So if you ever get that, keep it, build it, use it for a little while, and then once you hit a few mastery ranks up, you'll be able to upgrade it. Well, not upgrade that, but you'll be able to upgrade your arsenal to various different weapons. I think Master Rank 4 is around when the first set of real good weapons. So you forget how slow the Warframes was when you first started out. Later on in England, Warframes got so freaking fast.
This is the prison block. If you can avoid detection by the warden, it may be easier to get Darvo out. Bypass the security so we can enter.
This area is heavily fortified. Very fortified, huh? I haven't seen that.
Oculos agre aran.
I owe you for this tunnel. I will get my entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
Extraction is ready. Remember, your success here depends on getting Darvo out of there, alive.
Let me see him be a dumbass and that shit follows me.
The Lotus must be desperate to send you fetching greedy fools from the corpus.
Say one more thing about my space mom and see what happens.
Ascaris has burrowed deep enough to give me influence. Shall we see how your shields work?
The Ascaris is letting Vor control your shield. We must figure out how to remove it. Avoid taking damage while I try and block him.
Rank 2, rank 3, and rank 2. Hopefully once I get like really good at doing the streaming and everything like that, I start having more people watch, join in. Maybe I should have a little community.
I see the operator can enable the mod segment now. Ordis will be delighted to show you how to upgrade your arsenal.
When you want to go into modding your Warframe and your various weapons, go to your go to your arsenal, which is right here, and equip appearance or abilities. Hit triangle to go to mods, and here are your list of mods that you have. Here is your capacity. The higher your level is on your Warframe, the more your capacity goes. The higher your mastery rank, the higher your capacity goes too. So right now I'm using mag, and what I need the most right now is, I would say, I don't need that much health right now because I can handle my own. I'll put these two mods right here. Put the wrong one. Actually, then in that case, yeah, you can say. One strike. Okay, so while I'm right here, let me see if I can do. Alright, so companion. Okay, so here's a suggestion. When you're first starting out Warframe, here, this will be your first pet or your first sentinel or whatever. It costs 5,000 to make. Well, it costs 5,000 for the blueprint. This is not to make the Warframe. I mean, make the part. This is just to buy the blueprint in order for you to make it. To make it, you need 15,000 credits, 200 polymers, 200 ruby codes, and 1 neurods. Neurods you randomly get throughout the missions or on the world map in places and various. They give them to you like daily. Polymers, you get those from various missions. You're just gonna automatically like pick them up and not even realize that you got them. So first thing I say you do, find that blueprint. Now remember when I said one of the first things that you should do if you, with the 50 platinum that you have, is actually buy Warframe slots so that when you get ready to build new Warframes or you farm certain Warframes, you'll be able to actually use them. Slots cost 20 platinum each. So, just use. So whenever I actually like equipment, inventory. So this is your inventory. This is all I have right now. Just mag, the blueprint, and smaller resources. I have 2 open Warframe slots right now. You start up with just 2. Your starter and 1 extra. Weapons, robots. Okay. Now you can kind of get a hint of what you're doing right now. You're just
Operator,
basically
I've linked
unlocking
mod
all the
segments to your
various
arsenal
components
now.
of your
No need to
ship
thank me.
until you
Upgrade
get
your
ready
Warframe
to.
now.
Go to the arsenal to see the weapon upgrade options you have. Ordis patiently awaits compliance in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good. An excellent find, operator. There are hundreds of these mods to locate. If my calculations are correct, there are exactly a lot of possibilities. Install the mod before we can continue.
The OCD is stuck.
Thanks for helping me out back there. I'm in your debt, and I often pay my debts. I recognize that device. It's a parasitic restraint. We Corpus use something similar to keep our robotics in line. So, to settle my debt, I give you a very expensive blueprint. For free! Because I like you. And well, a lot of my customers don't live long with these grenade dogs chewing up the system.
I forgot the
Here,
color palette.
use your foundry to build a countermeasure device from this blueprint. Good luck.
So now I gotta go to the
Vor's
foundry.
Ascaris is burrowing into your Warframe. I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's foundry immediately.
Okay.
A nearby ore extraction colony will have the foundry technology you need. I am certain they will share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console.
So far I have my... Let's see. So far I have my arsenal, my mod slot unlocked. I have to get my companion and my foundry unlocked next. Again, if you don't want to like search through each of the nodes for the mission, just hit R1 and it'll pull up your quest list.
Tenno, we may have a problem. The colony is unresponsive. Get to the server.
Okay, guess get to the service. Still need to join a clan.
I was afraid of this. The Grineer are here, and I cannot find any signs of living colonists. You still have a job to do. Find the foundry segment.
See that? That is explosion. It will kill you. After you take damage, your shields will get depleted, but they will always rise back. Your health, on the other hand, does not.
This was once a prosperous, independent colony, until the Grineer arrived.
The Queens fear you, but I will show them. Their love will return when I deliver you to them.
Tenno, are you there? The signal cannot be boosted any further. Hurry, you are running out of time. Your ship is one step closer to completion. Now, there is one more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grineer and provide justice for the colonists.
Soon the worm will be in your spine, and I will control this Warframe of yours. I will purge your doting mother and bring you home.
Can you say one more thing about my sister? I told you I was gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill all your sons. say Mac has over Excalibur and Bolt. I believe she has a higher shield, but she still takes a lot of damage.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Your foundry segment is ready for installation, Operator. Will the Operator build a cephalon to replace me?
No orders.
Foundry restored. Here, the Operator will craft many powerful weapons and tools to exact revenge for dismantling me. To expand your arsenal. Oh no. Operator, our component storage has been looted as well. Typical Corpus. Sure, the blueprint is free, but jack up the components. Operator, we will need resources in order to build the countermeasure blueprint.
Oh, you are.
Tenno, I just received a very explicit message from your ship, Zevlon. If you're looking for resources, why didn't you just say so? I know just the place, but I demand an apology. My mother is no gymnast, and she would never eat those things.
You can go straight to... Operator, I am sorry.
Wow. You may want to get a new ship, Zevlon, when you can afford it. That one seems glitched. I've marked your navigation with a place I know. It's good for resources, if you can stand the cold.
With that, I think I'm gonna call this episode. Thank you everyone who showed up, and this is Warframe. This is one of the best free-to-play games you ever play. And with that, I'm signing out. See you, folks.